Clip Mob, what's happening? It's your boy DB Clips, and we are back again today with another banger, another haircut tutorial for you guys. Let's get to it. Alright guys, so first and foremost, my client actually wanted me to use a one guard just to get his hair down to his lowest desired length. And I know that you guys are probably wondering, like, Clips, why is it that you got a bald line right there in the taper area already? So basically I actually ended up getting a new blade on my trimmers, and I wanted to go ahead and try it out just to see how they was hitting. So just never mind that, but we gonna focus back in on this, on the breakdown right here. Now that we have the hair broken down to its lowest desired length, it's time to actually tackle the temporal area and taper this thing on out. So just like the other side of the head, I'm going in with my bald taper. I'm just making sure that I create that line and that everything is clean. All right, so I'm going in with no guard, the lever completely open, and I'm moving up about half of an inch, maybe 3/4 of an inch. And I'm just creating my guideline, And as you guys see, as I'm doing this, I'm actually moving the lever, and I'm starting to go ahead and take out that bottom line as I'm doing it. I'm pretty much just kind of like doing that all in one step. All right, I'm going back in with my one guard. I'm creating my next guideline. Remember, we're going up about a half of an inch just to make sure that we give ourselves enough room to be able to take that guideline out. Going in with my 0.5 guard. I'm basically just staying on that line and I'm flicking out. Remember, we went in with a one guard to more so create the guideline. So now we're coming back in with our 0.5 or our half guard, and we're gonna take that line out. At this point during the taper, man, it's all about the details. So here, I'm basically doing my detail work, or what other people like to call polishing. Now, this is where you typically spend a lot of your time at, because we're basically trying to perfect the haircut or perfect the taper at this point in time. Moving on to the nape area, we're actually going to be repeating the exact same steps that we did in the temple area. Alright guys, so I'm going in with my vertical bars and I'm angling them just to make sure that everything is going to be symmetrical once we finish the cut. When doing my C-cup curve, I like to start out using about half of my blade, and then as I start to get into the curve, I typically like to use the corner of my blade and make that curve similar to me drawing with a pencil. So I start in the middle and then I kind of work my way back to the middle just to make sure that the line is completely even. Once again, going back in on the side or vertical bar at an angle just to make sure that we keep that same look that we have on the other side. Once again, working on my C-cup using about half of my blade, and as I work my way down, I'm starting to use the corner of my blade to create that curve. So moving on to the neckline, I'm starting at the top of the ear and I'm working my way down using the corners of my blade. And then as I get down to the mid part of his neck area, I use my whole blade and create that line, and I go all the way down to the bottom. Now, if you guys notice, I am right-handed. So on this side of the head, I'm actually starting at the bottom of the neck and I'm working my way up. So it's basically a reverse process of the left side of the neck. So when applying the Barber Magic pencil, I typically like to do the exact same steps or the exact same process that I do whenever I do the lineup. I start with my vertical bars, then I go to my curve. Once I go to my curve and have that complete, and then I go to the middle of the hairline, move over to the left, and then I complete it by going the middle of the hairline over to the right, and then I do my vertical bar, so forth and so on. Alright, Clip Mob, I hope you guys like this video, and if you're new to my channel, please feel free to hit that subscribe button, like, share, and hit that notification bell so that you can stay notified whenever I drop a new banger. It's your boy DB Clips. I appreciate you guys for tuning in with me today, and I'm out.